so this is a sketchbook that I began at the beginning of this year, 2023, but a few of the places I taped or glued things in that I had drawn on like random pieces of paper and found them in my studio. Again, there is watercolor in this one. A little bit more sophisticated use of watercolor than the last sketchbook that I showed. And this one, the sketchbook, while I'm doing the sketchbook page turner, this sketchbook may or may not be finished, and it's also an incomplete sketchbook because if you'll notice, at some point I tore out a bunch of pages just to use the paper. So this sketchbook's a little bit different for me. Like, usually I don't do that. And this time I did. And it looks like quite a few pages didn't get color on them yet. So will I go back and add color? Very possibly I will. Or I could move on to some new work. Hard to know. Again, as a reminder, this is when I went out to lunch with a friend. I was waiting for her at a restaurant. Something of note is that while I do share these sketchbook page turners, this is work that I actually do for me more than for you. But my hope is that by sharing the pages of a sketchbook and kind of what goes on through my mind as I'm drawing, or from what I tell you, that it gives other people permission to draw whatever they want, because honestly it's just paper and pen. And you can go back. I could go back and do work on the opposite sides of every single one of these. They're my books, it's my paper, it's my imagination, it's my choice. And for those of you who receive Suzanne, sometimes you'll recognize drawings from my sketchbooks that make it directly into Suzanne. Again, I mentioned at the beginning that I found random pieces in my studio that I thought they need to live in a book rather than just floating around, and so that's about it. Thank you for viewing. April 2023, actually it's already May, but April was about when I finished filling this in with the color for this go around. Suzanne, thanks for viewing, and namaste.